Okay, Salaki. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. I can't see these people, staying, staying, uh, confident in that day, man. I can't see it. Man. I can't see it. Okay, if none of these people do, even if they think that, man, that shows they are a sick, strange psychopath. Because a psychopath can hide his feelings. He can hide his feelings and be successful. These people are psychopaths, man. That's the category they would fit in, a psychopath. Psychopath is somebody who can still go about their normal lives and still look good and smile and play a good role, but they're still sick and deranged in their heads. That's a psychopath. These people are psychopaths. Okay, man. They are. Okay. Yeah, that's one prophecy that's gonna happen. Race wars, man. A race war is going to happen, dude. Okay, here's another prophecy of 2 Ezra 15 and 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the road, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's another prophecy that's going to happen. Okay, more plagues coming. Famine, destruction's gonna come. Whether you like it or not. Okay, whether you like it or not, or whether you believe it or not, or whether whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not, okay, the Most High is gonna destroy this bitch, man. Okay. The Most High is gonna destroy this proud ass bitch, man. Okay. Charge this. Man, dude. There you go. Okay, the Most High's out. The Most High's out here. It's like Ezra chapter 16, verse 31. Even so, in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their houses with the sword. Spoiling, man. People going crazy. People going into houses, robbing people. That's happening now, in a little way, Oh, you have things here and there, but sooner or later that's gonna be at an all-time high, man. Okay, that's gonna be at an all-time high. That's gonna be to the point. That's a normal thing. Okay, which is good. You know, I'm not sad about it. I'm not crying. I'm not gonna cry about it. Make an Instagram video and cry about it. Like we're in kindergarten and someone took your toy and shit. You know, even then I wouldn't be the kid that was fucking snitched or cry about it. I'll just sit there and probably cry about it. But yeah. Whereas other motherfuckers would go and snitch and shit because they're fucking privileged and think they're entitled. But yeah, man. But this is verse 32, though. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the hills thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns, because no man shall travel there through. Exactly, there ain't gonna be nobody, no, you ain't gonna hear the millstone. The sound of grinding, man. That's gonna be shut off. Okay. And even if you do go crying to some cops about what, they ain't gonna fucking care, you know, on that day. They ain't gonna fucking care. They're gonna show you, they're gonna treat y'all people like how we speak to y'all, man. Y'all think we're the only bad guys here, but nah, everybody in that day is gonna be a bad guy, man. Everybody's gonna, you know, some way, shape, or form. Okay, and what's okay, and what's a bad guy? Bad guy ain't even, it's not even a negative word really, man, because just by beating your sons and shit, you can be called a bad guy. But that's, so that don't make sense, you know. I mean, Edom's the evil. Edom's the real evil. He's really the evil cancer of the earth. That's all he fucking is. Anyway, this second Esdras chapter 16 and verse 70. For there shall be in every place, in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. A great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, man. What's insurrection going into? A group of people that hate another, basically. I'll have to look research that, honestly, but yeah, man, basically an insurrection. Okay, that's another prophecy there. Oh, they're gonna be trying to kill us. Okay, even you Christians who think you're good and think that the government likes you because you're not telling the truth about the COVID thing. Even you guys are bad guys, so I mean, come on now. Anyone who knows the truth and hides it because just so they can feel like they're accepted is a fucking Mr. John little simp ass fucking motherfucker, man. Because believe me, I tried that, you know, back in the road. I tried to be accepted, and guess what? The Most High hit my ass for that, man. He let my ass get. I'm not gonna go too much into it, but yeah, man, something happened. You know, and I learned that day, man, that's just who I am. That's me. That's who I am. You want to kill me for that, and go ahead. I can't hide myself for anybody to be true to the Most High. This Amos chapter 9, though, verse 11. In that day will I raise up the tabernacles of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old. As in the days of old, that's the Most High gonna rebuild Jerusalem and Israel. Most Most High is gonna rebuild Israel, man. Nine and eight, though. Exactly, man. You've been having a lot of chariot sightings, man. This almost 9 and 8. The old eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from the face of off the face of the earth. Okay, that's some shit the Most High will just tell you randomly, man. He don't care. Okay, that's some shit where you'll be driving sunny in your car, chilling, eating your Twinkie, man, and the Most High will say that, and it is austere voice to you, man. I'm read that again. Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, man. And what are those eyes of the Lord? Those eyes of the Lord are also going into his chariots, man. His chariots, man. His chariots. You've been having a lot of chariot sightings. A lot of sweet, good chariot sightings, man. It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3. For the business yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry. Wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry, man. Okay, each second we're getting closer to the kingdom, man. The time is on the Most High side. Shit, and the Most High's time, it's probably like only a couple seconds left, because the time is more shorter in the Most High, in the heavenly world, man, in the spiritual world. Time is way more shorter. Here on earth, time goes way more slower, man. It's yeah. Okay, Edom, you're just a fucking nerd, man. You're just a fucking very envious and very fucking piece of shit, man. Lying ass piece of shit. That's all you is, man. When you feel like Jake has more knowledge than you and speaks more well than you, you automatically crushes your spirit, man, because you're a fucking little bitch. Okay, you come out with these stupid ass laws to say eating real meat is sadism. That doesn't make any fucking sense, man. You're gonna call something normal or fucking like it's something stupid. Next thing you know, he's gonna call sex stupid or lame. Cause this dude's a fucking nerd, and just cause he has riches and money, he thinks he can he's cool or some shit like that. He thinks he's something, but he's not shit. Okay. Like this dude from this other cap, even though they're off, you know, this other dude from Watchmen for Israel, he's in some cap like that, said it. Okay, you wanna know who a real gangster is? Look up David, man. Look up David. Okay, and that's all you had. That's all you have to say, man. It's true. It's true, man. Anyway, this Obadiah though. Obadiah chapter 1 verse 7. Only men in thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee deceived thee, and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Exactly. Who are the men of thy confederacy? Let's go to Psalm 83. Psalm 83, verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance." 5. For they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee. Okay, here it goes into the list. Verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom, that's the so-called white man, and the Ishmael, well, you should know that by now. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, the Hagarenes, Gerbal and Ammon and Amalek, all these motherfuckers, you know. All those motherfuckers, man. The EU, NATO, you know, you should know who that is by now. The EU and NATO. If not, you need to get that ass into the scriptures, man, and to get that ass into the research. I'll never forget that day, man. Yeah, man, all that they were at Confederate with thee, they're gonna destroy your ass, man. Okay, you know, you're just a bunch of fucking cowards, man. You Edomites, man. It pisses me off just how much fucking cowards you people is, man. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Anytime you see a Jake that speaks better than you, or seems to have more knowledge than you, then you just get jealous, okay? You just get jealous and play that stupid thing like he's some, like we're back in the slave feuds, which we're not, because your kingdom slowly is fucking destroying itself, you piece of shit. So yeah, and you're scared. You're a scared little bitch, man. You're a scared little bitch, bro. Homie. That's all you is. You just a scared little bitch, homies. That's all you fucking are. This is our 1 Peter. Chapter 3, verse 12. Looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of the Elohim, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Elements shall melt with fervent heat, yeah? Okay, the elements are gonna melt with fervent heat on this fucking godforsaken fucking land, man. There's not one piece of land in here that was not, you had not shed any of the bloods of the Israel, man. That's why this bitch is gonna be destroyed. Okay, the Most High's gonna take us out of this jail and out of this prison and destroy it, man. Like when he brought us out of Egypt, if you know the story, if you read it at all, or have any knowledge at all, you're lost, man. But anyway, man, like in the story of Egypt, man, the Most High brought us out of Egypt, and he made us to not, we should never go back there, to not remember our low estate. Well, in this Egypt, he's gonna destroy it, man. That's all it is, man. It's the same thing. And that's beautiful because it's beautiful because the same way you Rothschilds did to us, it is the same way that we are going to do to you. Except we're gonna do worse than you, okay? A day in the kingdom for you, Edom, is gonna be worse than all our days here in this kingdom. Okay, and remember this, little buddy. Remember this: that in the day of prosperity, there's forgiveness of sorrow. In the day of affliction, there is definitely a forgiveness of all your fucking prosperity, motherfucker. You're gonna forget all your fucking prosperities, man. Okay, we're gonna cut your baby's throats out and sprinkle it on you like it's the shower head, man. Beat on you and leave you on the floor, man. Okay? That's what we're gonna do to you. This is Revelation 13 and 10. I'm gonna start at verse 9. Because it's a proper verse in its proper form. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. Verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Boy, he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Boy, here's the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, now go back there and, keep working, fucking nigga. That's what we gonna do to Edom, man. Edom's a bitch ass. And any Israel that is not down with it, you're gonna get down or lay down, man. You're gonna get down or lay down. Okay? That's the truth, man. That's the truth of the verses. Truth of the Most High Scriptures. Not scriptures, scriptures, man. Scriptures. That's how you gotta say it. But that's how I say it. But this Lamentation chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. That shall be drunken and shall make thyself naked. 22. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Okay, he even mentions your name twice in it, man. Okay, he even mentions your name twice in it. Okay, it says, rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Okay, that shall be put into slavery, man. How you white people dance in your stupid little parties, man. Smiling and shit, raising your little cups. Yeah, rejoice, man, because you're gonna go into slavery. That's why that's really why they're rejoicing. Here's Isaiah 14. Okay, scripture for scripture, verse for verse. Okay. This Isaiah 14, verse. I'm going to start at verse 8. Cause the fir tree shall rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Not hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. Okay, because, yeah, man. Because that's your normal state there, man. Hell. So that's why it's opening its mouth wide for you. Okay, it's like in the carnal way, in the carnal sense, you could say that's how hard it is for you. Like a dude with a woman, man. Shit. In verse Heavenly has moved 40 to meet thee at thy coming, and stir up the dead for thee, even all thy chief ones of the earth. They have raised our chief ones of the earth, their elites, man. They have raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. They have been all other nations too. But mainly Edom, though, because he's the head of all wickedness. Verse 10, all days shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become weak like unto us? That's what all these other nations are going to say to you in slavery times, man. Damn, Edom, you with us too? 11, thy pump is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy bowels. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms that cover thee. All Edom's bowels. He's going to be screaming. Ah! He's going to be screaming his fucking balls off. Verse 11 again, that pump is brought down to the grave, meaning it's going to be taken, it's going to be given to us. And also going into America, your so-called land you thought was yours is going to be destroyed, ultimately. The noise of thy bowels, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. 12, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou brought down, how thou cut down to the ground, which leads weaken the nations? Lucifer just going into light bearer, going into prospering, On the left-hand side, that's Edom. It's going to be brought down, though. This weaken the nations, because that's what you did, man. Moab's being like Edom. You see, notice Moab, he's making all this technology, trying to be like Edom. Making super soldiers, because he saw Captain America, now he wants to be like the U.S. and shit. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Elohim, I will sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. And that's exactly how Edom speaks, man. Saying, I shall outdo the Most High's bidding and shit, man. Get the fuck out of here. Verse 14, I will ascend above the heights of the most clouds, I will be like the Most High. That's how Edom speaks. And on the left-hand side, full of pridefulness. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Slavery, man, destruction. 16, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? That's how all these nations are going to look at you, Edom. When you're next to them, picking up our cotton, man. That's exactly what they're going to say to you. Is this the guy that made us be wearing masks and shit? You're gonna come back, we're gonna tell you, man, we fucked you up in your past life, we're fucking you up now too. Okay? We're gonna show you America, your old country, and how we destroyed it, man. We're gonna have a special holidays to commemorate your downfalls like you did to us with your 4th of July and shit. Well, we're gonna do it even worse than that. We're gonna do it even greater than that, man. The yokes we're gonna put on you are gonna be of the heaviest ones, man. This is verse 17. That made the road as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof. That opened not the houses of his prisoners. That's Edom. Open not the house of his prisoners, man. Keeping us here, man, in this place. Okay, destroying our people, making them turn against us, making our women go out of order, biting all the whole families of Israel, man. That's what Edom did. Okay, Edom's gonna be destroyed. verse 18. All the kings of the nations, even all of them lie in glory, everyone in his own house. That's going to be all these other nations after slavery. They're going to be fine. Verse 19. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable branch. And as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden underfoot. That's gonna be you. We're gonna at the end of your slavery, after 1,000 years, 1,000 years of your slavery, even slavery. You're just gonna be all your whole generations, all your line and clans are gonna be stepped over, man. All of them killed. All Israelites stepping over your carcasses, man. Pissing on your carcasses, man. Pissing on your graves, man. They're gonna become restrooms for all these other nations to go and use the bathroom on, man. Verse 20, thou shalt not be loathed. That's not, and that's also another thing. You're not gonna be loathed for. Nobody's gonna be crying for you. Not even all these other nations. Period. Point blank. Period. In general, man. They're not gonna feel bad for you at all. They're gonna be rejoicing, having wine as well too. Shit. Verse 20, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Exactly, man. 21, it even goes in deeper. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the road with cities. 22, for I will rise up against them, saith the Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant, and son and nephew, saith the Lord, whose name is Yahweh. Exactly, man. That basically, that verse is destruction for you, man. That's more than a cut for Edom. That's a destruction. That's a straight huge stone landing on his head type deal, man. Just angels just holding a huge wrecking ball with a chain on it and dropping it on one Edomite's head, man. That's all it is. Now that's another idea in the kingdom for Edom, for his torture practice, for our torture practices on Edom.